favorite creators is I wouldn't say she's going after per se, but she is putting everyone on notice. She telling everyone this, y'all. Y'all, if y'all been rocking with me for a long time, you know it.
Tell the whole truth all the time.
Tell the whole truth all the time, goddammit. She recently posted this. XQC reacts to it. No. That's not the one she recently posted. Hassan Abi, no, that's not the recent posted. This is Charlie. She's calling him Pinocchio because he lied. She got no fear good for her. If you ever saw the movie The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, she is that. She's like, no. Y'all tried to get me canceled for exposing y'all. Now I'm coming back with a vengeance. It's like you shouldn't crap on people, especially like when you him. And look, she added him. So you know it's real. 2.5 million followers. She ain't playing around. All right, so let's get into the Mukitty video.
Because Hypocritikal lied so much about me and the situation.
Put her money where her mouth is.
That I was forced to re-edit my whole video and now debunk every single lie that was made.
God damn.
Everybody, including me, is tired of this subject. On him defending promotion of porn to kids. But I'm making this video to show you in detail the real side of Hypocritikal. So now I'm gonna debunk every single lie and show how he manipulated, misrepresented me for millions of people that I'm never gonna get to prove wrong. After this video, you will not see his videos the same way.
Yo, that intro right there, that intro is crazy. So she's laying the foundation, guys. And look, I'm gonna look at this from an investigator lens. A lot of people look at this from opinion lens. And when you see how she map it out, it's masterclass of proving someone wrong. Let's go.
What? First lie manipulates the narrative that he already said both are bad. But that clip happened after my video, when his own fans has pressed him for 1 week for saying nothing.
And on stream, I talked about this last night. And I'll go ahead and get this out of the way right away. During that stream, and in the exact same video Mukitty has posted on one of her channels, I outright say both are bad.
He never say outright both are bad. All the streams is on my second channel. He defended himself and argued with his viewers for 10 minutes. And after a long battle, he said it's not a great decision, but never said both are bad.
I outright say both are bad.
And this lie is important. He lies that the viewer didn't hear the full statement when the...
Like, you see what she's doing, guys? She's saying, hey, he said this, and here's the proof that he did. It's not accurate. He said this. Here's proof it's not accurate. That setup, it wins every time. Even in the court of law, even when I'm writing my reports, I'm like, hey, they told me this. This is what I found to be true. And then someone else makes a decision. But this format, masterclass. Take notes, guys, for content creators. Take notes.
The clip he's talking about is from the day before this recording, which is weeks after the call out.
Pretty clear from reading her comments, not like her personal comments, but like the audience comments, that the majority of the people didn't even watch the full statement.
The next lie is also very important, and it's done many times, where he words, I didn't do the exact same statement, when he didn't do any statement at all.
Thus, I disagree that it's hypocritical that I made statements about Aiden Ross and the porn thing being really weird, and I didn't make the exact same statements for QT Cinderella's Fansly sponsor.
He keeps pushing on this narrative that we missed the clip that proves he's not a hypocrite. But the clip is after my video, the day before this video. So he uses the word prove, which in the viewer's minds means that he is proving something, but the clip is after my video. Guys, do you understand? The proof is after my video, weeks after Streamer Awards.
I necessarily find it shocking that they didn't watch all 10 minutes of what I was saying. I'll go ahead and prove that it's there right now, real quick, before getting into why, of course, advertising Fansly, OnlyFans, or anything in front of an audience that has younger children on it, it's always going to be not a great decision.
Imagine how many people fell for this. Look at Asmongold's reaction.
I think that Charlie absolutely is in the right to make a video like this, even if like I feel like it's not as different as he's leading on to. At least I don't think it is. Fundamentally, like somebody made a video about him and misrepresented him and then made him look bad because of the misrepresentation. I think that sucks. That absolutely sucks. There's no they're like they didn't. Well, they did though, right? Because so showing a clip of him laughing and then not showing the context of him saying later on like that it was weird, that's intentionally disingenuous. Like you're not going to convince me that not including that is intentionally disingenuous.
This shows how dangerous.
All right, so this whole gosh, the whole word prove, I use it sometimes, even though like it does, you can say, trick the audience per se, but it's funny when people are reacting to her content without reacting to her content. You know how I say, you know, the person's name who rhymes with lie. It's kind of like one of those things, but we all know who, you know, he's talking about when they say they misrepresented a person. And on another thing, look at Charlie. Look how many followers he has. Look at Mukitty. She got about 30,000 followers. He got millions. She does a video on him where he believes he's to be misrepresented, and boom, he fires back. That means she is hitting a nerve. Her editing, her facts, whatever you want to call it, provoked a response, not just from Charlie, but from Asmongold, who I'm starting to learn about. I really don't know him. So, but just take that in mind, guys.
Hypocritical is the way he can twist things and makes the viewer look on the situation from the false lens. He then lies about Fansly having a lot of obstacles.
So I viewed the advertisement very differently than a lot of people, because even when you scan the QR code, you still don't immediately get porn. There's already a lot of degrees of separation and a lot of obstacles to go through.
What happens? This is crazy that this website is being promoted in front of hundreds of thousands of children, because as soon as I go to the homepage, I am instantly greeted with an open vagina despite the account being underage.
He lies about now saying a statement immediately, which indicates to the viewer that he did say one when he never did. Guys, he didn't until he got called out.
I'm hypocritical because I called Aiden Ross pulling up Pornhub weird and didn't immediately start. Then
lies again that it takes a lot of stuff to access it, when he just said that anyone can access and you only need your Twitch account.
Is completely different than an advertisement to a platform which does have porn, but a lot of things that they'd have to do in order to access it.
He then ends the video with saying neither is great, but he only called out one, which is the point. But he still doesn't think he's a hypocrite. This is the best example of a hypocrite in denial.
So I still just don't think it's hypocritical. As I've said, neither one of them is great. I don't think either one of them is an amazing thing to do. So I still just don't think it's hypocritical. Neither one of them is great. So I still just don't think it's hypocritical.
He says both are bad, or in other words, neither is great, if the only one he called out was a stranger and the one he didn't was his business partner.
Now look, it is a known fact. I wouldn't say fact per se. I'm using fact loosely, that most of the big streamers don't like Aiden Ross. Known fact. So when he does something wrong, it is intensified like 1,000 times. But if someone else, as they're she's saying, QT Cinderella doing Fansly, did something similar, they're like, hey, we, you know, both is wrong, but you know, one is showing something to a person in you know, immediately, versus you having 2 clicks away. It's like, you can kind of say if someone deleted 6 people, I saw this in the comments somewhere, and someone deleted 4 people, 6 is you know, arguably more worse, but both are bad. So anywho, let's keep going.
And the one he didn't was his business partner. Guys, how is this hard to understand? It's very simple. The subject was never which one is worse, but he changed it, so automatically everybody agrees. But that's not the point, and it was never the point, not in my video, not of his own viewers, not of anyone that called him out. Now, let's hear all the lies about me and how he misrepresented me in front of millions of people. He says I don't like his content. Big lie. I've never said this.
Something that I'm personally a huge fan of, the same way that she doesn't like my content.
He also lies that I'm genuinely upset with him. when I've never expressed anything against him.
I always thought her content was supposed to be silly and over the top trolling, but she does seem genuinely upset at me, and I imagine it's because of my statements. And I also did say I'm not the biggest fan of the way she edits her content.
Look, I remember him saying the zoomy stuff. He don't like the zoomer content. Look, I love the way she edited it because I used to edit videos, and I'll show you one of my edited videos. Like at some point, it's very just like Mukitty, but it takes a lot of time. But shout out to my man Sean McAllister, man. Thank you for the $2 laptop donation. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sean. And Sean is here all the time, and thank you for being a member too. Would you classify him as a drama commentary channel? Yeah. I would, yeah, kind of, but he probably not going to speak on OTK in his defamation lawsuit. That's what he's not going to do. In fact, none of them are. And if I'm hearing rumors that if you bring it up, you're permanently banned from any of the OTK people's channels. So great question, Dust. Any questions, y'all could just fire him off. All right, let's get back to my girl Mukitty because she's cooking. Because he's jumping to conclusions about how she feels about him with no video evidence to back it up.
Then goes live after this video and keeps lying even more.
I just can't even understand there's a real debate. I know Mukitty's really upset.
He starts lying about me saying Aiden Ross did the exact same thing when I've never said that.
I'd like her to put her money where her mouth is. If she really thinks that the Aiden Ross Pornhub situation is exactly the same as the QT Cinderella one, then I want her in her next video.
Then he lies about saying both are bad and called one much weirder, which indicates that he called Cuties weird when he never did.
I don't know how many times I have to say they're both bad, but one's definitely worse, which is why I called it much weirder.
And
Now, look, y'all want to hear a fun fact? To get to Aiden's Raw stream, right? The one that he showed the corn to, there is a one-click, hey, this is for 18 and up plus, right? But to get to Fansly, it's 2 clicks. I don't know if y'all caught that. That's what I was picking up on. She's like, oh, at 2 clicks, I saw a full vag. And with Aiden Ross, it was 1 click, and you saw what you saw, but it wasn't, I hope it wasn't planned.
keeps on lying about doing it much quicker, but quicker than what? When he never did it. And that is why everybody's calling him out.
But one is definitely worse, which is why I called it much weirder and much quicker.
And one of the most biggest lies is that he said that it was not good and he was uncomfortable when he saw the ad on Streamer Awards. This never happened.
As opposed to laughing and then saying that, yeah, that was uncomfortable and not good.
Let me prove it for the lazy ones.
That, sign in using your Twitch account and see which of your favorite streamers are already creating adult content on Fansly. Fansly has a whole algorithm dedicated to discovering new content and creators through the Fansly For You feature. Swipe and discover today at fansly.com.
I gotta tell you, I'm not too confident about that.
Click the checkbox and subscribe.
This is just my little tinfoil hat conspiracy. I think Prime's on its way out within the next 2 or 3 years. Prime won't exist. They lose a ton of money on it. Hey, that's all good.
That video was amazing. I want to say a huge thank you to our sponsor Fansly for sponsoring the Streamer Awards. Make sure you follow the Fansly account for exclusive behind-the-scenes content and get a free trial of their top creators only at fansly.com for the Streamer Awards. Speaking of artists in our community, can I get everyone on their feet to welcome our next musical act?
Oh, yeah, we have live music. Who we got?
Charming Joe will be joining us.
Oh, I love that guy. Wait, that guy's so fucking hype. Let's get it.
He then keeps on lying that there is an 18 verification when he just admitted in his video that he posted that there isn't.
Yo, first of all, thank you, Dust.
Saying there's no 18 plus tag on the Fansly AdWords kick, you have to verify being 18. Yeah, but on the actual porn website, you have to verify being 18. So if we're going to talk about verification, then you would still need to verify you're 18 to see the porn with Fansly.
I thought you had to verify you were 18 plus in order to even get to the pornographic content, but according to some research now, it actually seems like Fansly is extremely easily accessible for anyone of any age. There's not a whole lot of security to it based on the things I've read, which is knowledge I didn't have last night.
Still need to verify.
So what knowledge did you have when you said it was a lot more verification to get through? Did someone tell him that? Did he try to access the website? These are questions I would love to know. Like, hey, I didn't have that information. Well, Well, what did you say it for?
You're 18 to see the porn with Fansly.
He then keeps on brainwashing the narrative that he didn't do it immediately when he never did anything. It's a lie, guys.
But one is clearly worse than the other. The one that I talked about in the like immediately after it happened, and then the one I didn't talk about immediately after it happened.
And now he lies again and said that it was kind of weird when I just proved that he did it.
Immediately after it happened, I laughed and then said later, "Wow, that was kind of weird."
He then lies about me harping on him and bringing him up. I think this is to make his fans defend him, but I never harped on him.
That's her whole point. Why does she keep bringing me up and harping on me? Because I laughed at it.
Even his own viewers refute that lie.
Not harping on you. She's made 3 tweets about me today alone. What are you talking about?
I just posted some memes, and those was after the video I showed. Now that I've shown how much he lies, I'm gonna touch on why he's a hypocrite. Same thing.
This is where the OTK stuff comes in, guys. I mean, is she cooking him or is she flaming him? Is she filet mignonning him? Like, is she, you know, she got him on the grill. Are we looking at wasabi right now? Is she, because she is well done. Is he well done or is he medium well? Like, if he was a steak and she was the chef, what temperature is she serving him up? Put that in the comment section.
It happened when they tried to scam their fans with overpriced computers. He only changed when they exposed him. Then suddenly criticism exists.
I knew that brain dead take was coming. What is the point of criticism if you don't want to see a change?
But not for a single scammer that he made a video on.
So we try to take this was down according to the mods. Props them for not backing down. And the side area was removed. We said no. I mean, I've been talking about trust and client satisfaction. Mods banning anyone criticism in the new company. Jesus.
And on the Miskiff incident, the owner of Starforge, which
our guy Mizkiff, he's entered the chat, not this chat, but he's entered the video.
He is a co-owner of. He never mentioned his name in the video. Is that a coincidence? Well, when Rich Campbell got kicked out of OTK, he didn't make a video on that either. So I see a pattern, and I called it out. So that's why he's so mad and lied about everything.
The Mukitty video, Mukitty says, Mukitty's really upset. I'd like her to put her money where her mouth is. If she does that, then yeah, absolutely, I'll eat shit on it. I would love to see her do the Aiden Ross Pornhub moment. Oh, I'm not even talking about X. I just saw Mukitty's response. I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure she just trolls. It was her just once again saying coke, but she seems like legitimately upset. And again, I'm saying if she really feels that way, it's Mukitty's whole point. Then in her next video, she needs to play that's her whole point. Why does she keep bringing me up and harping on me? If she wants to critique QT Cinderella, clearly not her whole point. She's made 3 tweets about me today alone. What are you talking about? Or if Mukitty's here, I'd love to talk to her.
So, for the slow people, why Moist is a hypocrite is because he didn't say anything until he was called out by me, a small YouTuber. And even after getting called out by me, it took him a whole week of his own fans pressing him every single day on live stream for him to say something, which he was aware of.
Why do I keep getting this question? Are you talking about the Mukitty video?
And when he responded to this, to the promotion of porn to an audience full of minors, his response was, yeah, it's not a great decision. It's just one of those things.
Of course, advertising Fansly, OnlyFans or anything in front of an audience that has younger children on it, it's always going to be not a great decision. It's one of those things, yeah.
One of those things? Like it's a daily thing we all do? Do you guys promote porn on a family-friendly show daily? What does that even mean? The guy is minimizing a disgusting thing for 10 minutes. And the reason? Because it's his business partner.
I didn't realize that was my group. You realize I've never talked to QT like in my...
Ooh, this is bad, man. This is she got him in 4K, y'all. 4K.
My life outside of DMs? What are you talking about?
He changed subject and started pointing fingers like a little child. But the main point remains. If I didn't call it out, he would have never said anything. And the reason is because it's his business partner. So, if Moist Hypocritikal admits that the ad is wrong, then he is a hypocrite because no statements were made. But if you think it's not wrong, then Can you explain the law to your friend?
Obscene matter to minors. Any transfer or attempt to transfer such material to a minor under the age of 16, including over the internet, is punishable under the federal law. Oh shit.
So, I challenge Moistcr1tikal to debunk all these lies, or you will always be remembered as the hairy Pinocchio.
Now look, this thing at the end, send this to streamers involved. Let's see how many of them react to it like they reacted to the Moist video. I'll doubt they do. She is calling out everyone. And there's a bigger implication here, guys. You think this is just her going at Charlie, but the bigger picture is she's attacking a Twitch sponsor. Fansly does a lot of business on Twitch. Remember, no OnlyFans, but they do Fansly. So her exposing this hypocrisy, not just on his end, but on Twitch's end, can have larger implications. And we know Twitch is struggling right now financially. If the social backlash of Mukitty's video and the, sponsoring Fansly stuff on the hot tub crap, they could lose that sponsor. They could be forced to be like, yo, we didn't know we were signing our kids up to be 2 clicks away from open badge on Twitch. But anyway, guys, what do you guys think, man? I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight while I react to Mukitty stuff. And I got a lot of stuff, but I can't show it today. I showed y'all proof that your boy Mizkiff was in my DMs. And how he got in my DMs is it's a story in itself. And you could say Mizkiff